Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. Today's space weather update for April 1st, 2017. As you can see, we still have a very large coronal hole that is facing the Earth. We're also seeing a very large sunspot developed very near the coronal hole. As you can see, it is showing some plasma loops, and this sunspot is approximately 120,000 kilometers long, and we're going to be getting into some further information pertaining to this sunspot. Getting into our solar winds for the 31st of March. This has not been updated as of yet, but as you can see, we are still being buffeted by the solar winds, and some of them are actually turning back around. If you pay very close attention to this region where my cursor is, you can see some of these arrows have turned around, and the Earth is being buffeted by these charged particles from the dark side of the Earth. You can see the pulsation coming through. Now, normally, ladies and gentlemen, we want this to be in the light blue and the green, and you can see it is pulsating and changing. The solar winds at this particular time are about 1.3 million miles per hour. We're going to go ahead and show you our magnetosphere. This is the Y cut, and it does look somewhat erratic. You can see these black magnetic field lines. They're actually reaching out. Normally, you want to see a steady stream directly behind the planet. However, we are still being buffeted by the solar winds at approximately 1.3 million miles per hour. And once again, we are seeing a large influx of this radiation coming in and enveloping the entire planet. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not healthy for any type of living creature on our Earth, and that includes human beings. But we do not expect this to get any better anytime soon. We do have another coronal hole facing the Earth. We will be experiencing probably an increase in the solar wind speed. Now, the solar wind speed did drop from 1.7 million miles per hour to 1.3, but the coronal hole that is now facing the Earth, these solar winds will probably increase within the next 24 to 48 hours. Something very interesting that was on the spaceweather.com internet webpage. We're looking at a very, very large sunspot. Now, as it states right here, the sunspot was numbered and named AR2645. It says that it has a beta gamma magnetic field that harbors energy for an M-class moderately strong solar flare. Any such explosions while the sunspot faces the Earth could ionize the top of our planet's atmosphere and alter the normal propagation of radio transmissions around the globe. Shortwave radio blackouts and other effects are possible. Stay tuned. Now, I will keep on top of this very large sunspot, and we can take a look at it here. It's approximately 120,000 kilometers long, and from what I was reading, this kind of developed very, very rapidly. So we are definitely going to keep an eye on it. And there is also some other space weather news that we're going to go ahead and check out. Now, there is going to be, and well, first of all, there was a flyby of an asteroid, and that was yesterday on March 31st. However, getting down to other near-Earth objects, as you can see for April 1st, April 2nd, another object on April 2nd. Now, these objects are they're very small. This one is 0.6 lunar distances. It's only 8 meters in diameter. This is 2007 FU-102. But it seems to be that more and more of these objects are coming into our space, I would say, between the Earth and the Moon. Some of these are a little bit further away. However, we're going to keep an eye on a lot of this because it seems to be that the Earth is in some type of debris field once again. I was looking at some other footages on the SETI and the stereo images, and it just seems that we have so many objects coming by, flying by, and I guess NASA and the JPL, the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, they're only picking these objects up maybe 48 hours ahead of time, sometimes even less than that. But right now, major concern would be a solar flare coming from this sunspot number 2645, 120,000 kilometers long. We will keep our eye on this probably for the next 72 hours. But once again, getting back to our coronal hole, as you can see, once again, at the bottom of the sun, this coronal hole has enveloped once again, stretching out towards the right side of the sun. And right on the equator, we have the other coronal hole forming, turning towards Earth, along with what you can see here are what is considered plasma loops. And this is the general area where the sunspots are located. So once again, we'll be keeping an eye on all of this very, very closely. Stay tuned to Planet X News and the Nibiru channel. This is Scott. Thank you for watching. And ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stay updated, stay informed, and stay tuned. It's also a very good idea to share our video information on Facebook and Twitter. This awakening must come now. If you are interested in food and water prepping supplies for any emergency, you can visit my affiliate, foodforliberty.com, and their link will be in the description box under the video. We also ask that you make sure that you are subscribed to Planet X News and the Nibiru channel for all of our current updates. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. Today's space weather update for April 1st, 2017. As you can see, we still have a very large coronal hole that is facing the Earth. We're also seeing a very large sunspot developed very near the coronal hole. As you can see, it is showing some plasma loops, and this sunspot is approximately 120,000 kilometers long, and we're going to be getting into some further information pertaining to this